So this is your brooder box. It's got some chicks in it already. These chicks hatched just last night. There's no thermometer, so the best way to tell whether the box is too warm or too cold is watch what the chicks do. If they're too cold, they'll huddle together and get right under that light to try and get warmer. So if they're doing that, you can put a blanket over the box. In winter, it's a good idea to put a blanket over the box at night as well. If you need to do it during the day, just have the blanket on the top of the box, but just leave it so that the children can still see into the box during the day. In the second week, they may get a little bit too hot in the summer. If they're too hot, they'll hang around up here behind the light. So if they're hanging around away from the light, turn the light off for a little while, or prop the lid open, or have the lid all the way open. Do whatever you've got to do to make it so that the chicks look comfortable again. You'll know that they're comfortable when they're just milling around anywhere inside the box. So always keep some newspaper on the bottom of the box and then wood shavings on top of that. You don't need to clean the box ever, but you do need to change the litter. The wood shavings that you'll get a bag of wood shavings in your kit, and that's the wood shavings. So to start with, just 3 single handfuls on the bottom is plenty. Don't worry about changing it till it smells, and it won't really get smelly in the first week. The chicks mainly just sleep in the first week and they don't eat much. In the second week, you'll need to start changing it every day because it will get smelly. So save most of the wood shavings for the second week. So when it comes time to change the litter, just put all the chicks in another little box somewhere and take out that wood shavings and newspaper and replace it with some more. You've got a bag of food, and the food goes into that saucer that we've supplied, and then this metal lid goes on the top, which stops the chicks from jumping in there and scratching it everywhere. However, they do scratch all the wood shavings into the food dish. So you'll have to keep lifting the lid and just brushing it away. And keep the food container topped up with food all the time. So this is your water container. So that comes apart and you fill it up with just cold tap water, and then you screw the lid back on, or some of them are just push-on lids. And then turn it the right way, and that the base will fill up with water. Don't have it right in the corner because little sick, weak chicks can go into their corner there and won't be able to get back out. So have it so that the chicks can walk around the water. If you do have any sick, weak or deformed ones, try and keep them with all the others. But sometimes they're so weak that they just get trampled by the others. If that's the case, you have to separate them. You can use this container. That's just got some absorbent paper in the bottom and a little plastic bottle lid. And you can just sprinkle some food down straight onto that paper and have it about halfway along the box. You could use one of these containers that's see-through. Might be better for the sick chick to be able to see the other chicks, so it won't get quite so distressed being separated. You may need to weight it down though, because yeah, the other chicks, as they get bigger and more robust, can easily knock it over, and or the little sick chick inside might knock it over trying to get back out. You've also got a spare light bulb. So if that light bulb blows, it's easy to replace. It's just a normal screw-in 60 watt bulb. You've got some small saucers which can go under the food and water containers in the second week, just to make them a little bit higher, to keep them a little bit cleaner, because everything does tend to fill up with wood shavings. Before you go home for the weekend on the Friday afternoon, just top up your food and water, adjust the temperature so that you might need to prop the lid open or have a blanket over the box, just depending on what the temperature is in the room that they're situated in. So yeah, top up your food and water before you go, and then they're quite self-sufficient for the weekend. You do have a do not turn off sign, which is quite important if the incubator or the brooder box are plugged into a power point that may also be used by other people, especially cleaners. Because yeah, we have had quite a few cases where the power has been turned off by someone else. They're unaware of the fact that it's running an incubator, and they don't turn it back on when they're finished. So these are the little rubber bands and straws that can be used as splints, and there's more information about that on the website. This program actually sparks quite a lot of curiosity, and there'll be many questions from the children. So we've provided a book that you can read to the children. It's got lots of pictures, information about chooks in general, how chicks grow inside the egg and how they hatch. So this book will help to answer a lot of the children's questions. We also have lots of